Welcome back. It's Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes, and I got my honey bunny with me.
Hello.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
All right. So here's the deal. We got recognized at the very least, and I'm super appreciative, and I'm not much for chasing any sort of, well, we were taught by other rappers that chasing clout and that kind of shit's not good for a person. So I'm grateful that you just acknowledged our existence. I wanted my honey bunny to join me to check out your shit. I don't mean, you know, I hope you know. And I got nothing but the utmost respect. And here's the reason. I think this is a really appropriate time to talk about the Polish farmers and the Italian farmers and the German farmers.
Oh, the Polish.
Because a couple days ago it was the Dutch farmers.
Yeah.
It appears that they have some solidarity with other farmers.
Yeah.
And a lot of it seems to have solidarity with the trucker convoy.
Yes.
Where people out there nowadays, you could call for the destruction of an entire country. You won't lose nothing. You can traffic kids off of an island and you won't lose your bank account. But if you say that we shouldn't eat bugs and killing off all the cows and the cattle and the farmers a bad thing, you get arrested and lose your bank account. I believe the global system is pushed too far.
Yeah.
Think that's fair?
Yep.
So, all I'm going to say is it appears that the blowback is showing up.
Yes, it is.
And with a title like Freedom Fighters, I don't think we're going to go wrong for the kind of message we want to talk about. So, check this out with me. All right. Everybody else, check this out. Marine rapper Freedom Fighters featuring Jessica Blum, Topher, and D.Cure. And the coolest thing about this is I got a buddy I used to game with, and his name's actually Topher.
Oh, yeah.
So that he sees this and he come and give me a little love, and I didn't get to see him because I don't get to game no more. I could, but we do this instead. So I miss my gaming bros too, a lot. And he gave me some love on it, got to 15,000.
Yeah.
So we're hanging in there. We're growing, slow but sure.
Yep.
And, well, these are the kind of conversations that'll keep us inching in the right direction. And that's really what we want. So let's see what we got. Well, already, because you have to sit in the car while I get out. So I say no bullshit.
I don't sit in the car.
You come with, but I mean, sometimes it's cold and windy. Remember, like the tank and that one memorial, I left you in the car because it was really cold and windy.
Yeah.
It wasn't disrespect, but so if I go past a memorial in a small town, I try to stop. I get out because, honest to God, and this I believe this from now. It's mostly about my grandfather. But it's there to be remembered, not to be ignored and forgot. Yeah. And it's heartbreaking. And here, maybe I'll put the link down there. But maybe everyone, holy shit, I don't want to lose it. Maybe everyone should go see the 100-year-old vet.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't recognize the world he fought to free. That's fucking heartbreaking. And I mean no disrespect to the rappers and this music, but this is what this shit makes me. It's not shit. Sorry, he commented on our reaction, so I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm a weirdo. Yeah. But it breaks my heart that so many good ideas and brave people get discredited because, honestly, I think indoctrination and propaganda. Because if you think everybody lined up to save the world so they could enslave it in a few years, I don't think so. I think they wanted their families to be safe from tyranny.
Yep.
knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. Making wisdom be what we should seek and crave. Yeah, we praise the dumb, criticize the brave. Ancestors must be turning over in the graves. Marching through the streets, civil unrest. Got some major problems, need to undress. Inequality is always complex, but politicians keep it covered like a nun's breast. You can cut away my tongue, won't prove I'm a liar. It just shows you are afraid of who I may inspire. Truth will break the shackles, make them suddenly expire. They coming for the kid, man, I'm fire. You can knock me down, still won't fall in line. Throw me up in jail, it won't change my mind. Freedom's gotten better mainly over time, but I know it's a fight we all can get behind.
From a demon, I'm walking in my Adidas. How do I beat them? By stepping away from anything I'm repeating, leaving me grieving, seeing no reason that I'm breathing. Drawn to the falling, pleading. I've lost all I believe in the cost. I'm all depleted. I begin spiraling downward. Call me whatever you need to feel better, but never a coward. Got right up off on my knee, not to plead, knowing I'll be devoured. Take heed and believe he's floundered. Not easy to be empowered.
Yeah, no. I agree with that though. You use whatever labels you want. Because I'll be honest, I can only speak for myself, but sorry, baby, I got to move this fan because I'm smoking my honey out.
Freaking hot.
I know, it gets hot. It does. That's the thing. I mean, with the actual nature of the world, we're sweating over calling each other some names. Just say whatever hell you want. As long as you haven't misjudged my character, you can label it anything you want. Because everyone's free to be full of shit and lie to each other. Just don't misjudge my character. And I think that's summing up by saying, I'm just not a coward. Maybe you misunderstand. I'm going to defend what I say, and I believe it. You know what I mean? I think there's too much cowardice. I do. That's why I pull for the farmers. You know? Yesterday I was out shoveling shit in my barn. And today I'm going to stand off against the government because you think I should roll over and let everyone starve? Hell no. That's not. No. Sorry. I get a little upset about that one.
Seeing no reason that I'm breathing, drawn to the falling, pleading. I've lost all I believe in the cause. I'm all depleted. I begin spiraling downward. Call me whatever you need to feel better, but never a coward. Got right up off on my knee, not to plead, knowing I'll be devoured. Take heed and believe he's floundered. Not easy to be empowered. It takes a lot of change, and I know that it's hard. It's easy to be broken and scarred, thrown in the dark. Pull this apart was a steep curve. I know it the arc, flooded with truth. There's still parts that every bone in my heart. Spent all this time with demons thinking I made it them. Let go, causing everybody harm in the darkness, but I know they won't echo. Nobody really wanna be in my corner. Have doubt, but you never know. Keep on fighting, who they dividing? Are you done? I guess so.
Fighting for your freedom every single day. Every day. More than Memorial Independence Day. Every day. Star Spangled Banner is my nickname. Make my ancestors proud, I'm knowing they would say, man, that boy, he rap hard. Firework I ran towards. Overseas in 2 wars. Still I wanna do more. Had to put my crew on. Mama told me go on. Emmett till my hue on. Aquamarine grew on. 2 classics in 2 weeks. Mainly cause they too weak. Stand up cause they show cuss. Spreading like a disease. This is the land of free. DBRAVE. In numbers we got strength. Jessica, you with me?
The message is paraling. What will the future bring? Look at society. It's everything falling. Forefathers fought for our right.
Sorry, I got to, because obviously there's a little shout out to the Canadian folks there. And, yeah, here's the thing. If you have a whole leader of a country that has the courage to come out and say you no longer have a right to self-defense and self-preservation, you better realize you are already under tyranny. That's the most, I couldn't believe that they literally, that came out of, I mean, I'm not here to lecture anybody, but you have a right to self-preservation. It's given to you by God. And if you don't believe it, then it's just rooting into your DNA but from whatever cosmic dust you fucking come from. Okay? But you have it to. Learn to read the own code. I don't know what to tell you, but you do not have to take any sort of beating and attack. You have a right to self-preservation. It's inside of you.
They have they've been basically, overthrown.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And then-
infiltrated. Yeah, no,
It's too bad.
and we don't mean no disrespect, because maybe there's complexities,
No,
but to have
That's,
what he says out loud
he's
sounds like tyranny to me.
No. He's answering to WEF.
Oh, I agree. I
So-
agree. But I also live right up by we live
Well,
up
and then
close to the Canadian
We'll find
border.
out what happens in New York. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Well, that's an interesting case. So yeah, that's there's another one of those where it turns out that I guess if we're victims of crime, we're supposed to take it and roll over, but the criminal has more rights. See, that shit don't make no sense. No. So I believe the call to a lot of freedom fighters is out there. And actually, she got a great voice.
Forefathers fought for our right up to stand up and fight for our brothers and sisters by our side. Fighters, not gonna give it up. Freedom, fighters. Oh, crunch time, we had enough. Freedom, fighters. You're gonna hear us now. Freedom, fighters. Because
Fire!
fight for your freedom. Oh, fight for your freedom, yeah.
I liked it.
Very nice.
I think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sorry I was smoking you out, baby.
Yeah,
Forgive me. I
whatever.
know
I don't know
I'm.
why you can't wait a
It's-
couple minutes.
I know I'm bad. The Marine rapper, Freedom Fighters, Jessica Blum, Topher, D.Cure. Obviously, I haven't said enough. So
Very good. We need more messages that are going to resonate with what's going on, and people need to come together, and just,
yeah.
um,
I mean,
we're not going to, it's like what you said, self-preservation doesn't mean that you lay down and just let them
no,
plow you through
no,
hell.
yeah,
No.
no. That's the thing, and then it's never. I said this from the beginning. It's time. We're well past the time starting the conversation. You need to jump headfirst into the conversation, and no one's ever saying it's a call to direct action. That tends to be a catchphrase for Andy Tifa and his buddies.
Yeah.
But
Well, they want to demonize that whole word, even that. Well, if you think that sitting in your backyard, right, on the porch watching your kids play, your grandkids play, whatever, is somehow offensive,
Yeah.
right? How is life offensive to people
well,
living and enjoying life, right? That is the ultimate freedom, being able to be left alone or, right, not be harassed.
that's I think
constantly.
something the rest of the world doesn't. As far as I didn't realize this, so I thought most of the planet strived for individualism and freedom, and
No.
as far as I could tell, it appears that most of the world has, let that idea be demonized, and a control structure of being told what to do and have benefits handed out to them.
Right.
Having their rights taken away that you're born with. Like I said, it's either wrapped in your DNA if you're cosmic dust. God gave me mine and yours. I'm assuming most of yours too, but I mean, there's a few of us out there that are completely nothing in cosmic. Okay, well, it's just written in your DNA code. But you have rights. They're handed down by the universe. Man doesn't. He can come up with good systems because I think ours is better than a lot of other people's. But in the end, the universe gave you your rights, not man.
Right.
Man gives you privileges.
Yeah.
God gives you rights.
Privileges and benefits, and that's the problem with freedom is people don't want freedom. They want to be taken care of because freedom requires responsibility.
Oh, people hate responsibility.
The best one I learned was no lines on the road.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Freedom is no lines on the
Sure,
road.
yeah.
But it also means that you must pay attention and drive on the right side of the road, whether that be the right or the left, whatever it is.
Yeah, well, that exists. So you could, the internet's given us, so there's,
Yeah, I know.
you can look up
like,
the most chaotic roundabouts on the planet
yeah.
that have basically a libertarian value to them. Everyone's at their own risk.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look as, because there's two different videos, right? There's that one where all that chaos somehow flows correctly and it works.
Yeah.
And then there's those ones where that person crossing the street gets run over and no one looks back and keeps going. So you got to see the whole picture, not just the...
It's just an example of we're so used to the control part, the lines keeping us in our... That once you remove them, they're like children or babies that, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's a anxiety, almost an anxiety response of, right?
Oh, 100%.
They're attached to the
I
lack of freedom.
Yeah.
They're attached to the control
Yeah,
system that
attached to-
keeps them feeling safe.
No disrespect to anybody, but
No,
the
it's
rats
just-
need a maze to run.
It's just, that's a lesson I learned early on. So,
Yes.
all right.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.